Hi, everybody. Welcome to Queers and Soaps. I'm Tommy, and today I'm joined by Angel.
Hello.
We're back for some more Guiding Light from 1995. Today, we're going to be discussing three episodes, not March, May
Hey.
24th to the 26th. So I'll roll the credits and we'll get right into it. So it finally happened. Eve is dead.
Woo! Oh, I mean, oh
We didn't hate
man,
her. She
that's
just,
sad.
I just feel like, she's been dying for 6 months.
Yeah, she's been dying for like a long time, and I think we knew what was happening,
Yeah,
and
so we
it
just
just
wanted it to be
prolonged the
over
things.
already.
Yeah,
um,
yeah, and they pulled a from As the World Turns, they pulled a oh my god, what is it called? Euthanasia thing for a little bit.
oh, they did that on that show too?
Yeah, and that's what. Well, he did it later on Guiding Light with Richard.
Okay, I don't know any of that.
Yeah. That was
Um,
a little later, like 2002, I think, 2001, 2002.
oh, okay. So Ed Bauer, her fiance,
Mm-hmm.
is adamant that she did not want to be on life support, that she wanted to die naturally. But he doesn't have any legal documents to say that. He says we literally had the power, what was it, living will in our
Will,
hands,
living will.
and we thought we had more time to sign it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I feel like that has to be worth something, right? At least showing that you have the paperwork.
Yeah, it was right on I guess the China closet or whatever it's called, the buffet. It
Yeah.
was right on the side on the little thing when they left.
Okay. Um, but when nobody's around, he takes it upon himself to turn everything off, unplug her.
Mm-hmm.
Um, which in my mind, I'm like, well, that would have set off alarms at the nurse's station or something.
Yeah, that would have.
But nobody's running in. Um, what's his son? What's his name?
Rick.
Rick. I wanted to call him Frank. Rick walks in and he's like, "What are you
Wrong
doing?"
character.
And Ed explains this is what she wanted. So then Rick immediately plugs her back in and he starts doing like CPR on her, but it doesn't work. She's gone. Bye, girl.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mindy comes in as Rick is doing CPR because he kicks Ed out, and he's like, Mindy, go away. And then that's when and then he keeps continuing CPR, and that's when he calls for the nurses. Annie's there, of course. Annie and Lillian and
Yeah.
Doctor, I forgot his name. I forgot the doctor's name. Oh my gosh, Dr. Grant, I think I want to say.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
I think it's David's dad, David and
Yeah, I
Julie's
think
dad.
so. Yeah, yeah. I actually felt the worst for Lillian. She was acting. She was very
Yeah.
upset. Um, so then we see Ed go back to the boarding house and he has to break the news to Michelle. And I
Mhm.
like how he did it. It was nice. You could see that Bridget knew what he was trying to tell her.
Mhm.
I like that. You kind of saw in the background her like gearing up to like support Michelle.
Mhm.
Um, so he basically says that we should go on a trip together to Europe.
Yeah.
And he says that Eve would have liked that, or I can't remember if he was talking in past
Eve
tense.
would have liked that. Yeah, Eve would have liked that.
He says, because he's been neglecting things at home and he needs to like work on
Mhm.
that. Um, and eventually, I think she gets the hint of what he's saying. And
Yeah.
you see Bridget behind her, kind of like being supportive, her eyes welling up. And
Mhm.
I thought he was just gonna hug Michelle, but he was hugging both of them. It was like a group hug almost.
Yeah.
I was like, did Bridget know Eve like that? Like, I didn't even know. Like,
I mean, Eve is technically family to them if you really want to, because like it's like it's like a blended family, I guess, because Michelle is related to Bridget because
right,
Maureen is related to Michelle.
right,
Not well, technically she is, because she's really more related to Ed than Maureen. Because Ed had an affair and Michelle
yeah,
is not his, but
right,
Michelle's adopted, so by
right,
Maureen.
right. So that was a nice scene. It looked like they were having some kind of um gathering at what's her name? Vanessa's house.
Yeah, they
And we
were.
at the hospital we see there's a new um nurse's aide, I guess, or helper, and she says her name is Rebecca.
Rebecca.
And we see the face and it's Riva. Well, it's
It's Reva.
Kim Zimmer. But Annie's seeing her and I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "What is happening?"
Must have been like, I'm just gonna show myself to anybody who cares.
It's almost like she was like, "Alright, Josh, you wanna fuck with me?" She's like, "I'm gonna fuck with your girl." So, yeah, that was interesting. So then that's how one episode ended, but then we see Annie going to I wanna call her Anne, that's why I, like, stumbled on Annie. Annie going to the, gathering at Vanessa's,
Mhm.
and Rebecca is there, and she's like, "Oh," she's like, "Did you know, Eve well? And that's nice, you wanna pay your respects." So then she
Mhm.
walks in and she leaves the door open thinking somebody's gonna walk in behind her,
Mhm.
and, um, what's her name? Maura?
Mara.
Mara, greets her, and she's like, "Oh, I wanna introduce you to somebody, Rebecca," but there's nobody there. She
There's no
disappeared.
Rebecca.
So I'm like, "Oh, jeez." I I was like, "Did they really have Kim Zimmer back for months just to do this?" I mean, it's fun, but, like, does she not wanna sign a contract yet? Like
I know, right? Well, funny thing is that I watch the credits because I love the guiding light closing credits. It's so great when they show the faces and everything like that. She's credited under Michael Zaslow, and I'm like, wait a minute, so she's contracted now?
Oh, okay.
Huh? I thought she would be contracted a few months from now when she actually returns.
That could explain why she's still around
Yeah, that could be.
instead of there being, like, months in between.
Yeah, I guess
Um,
they're figuring out how to write her back in permanently because I guess the plan was, I guess this is me speculating for 1995. I guess the plan was to bring her back permanently, but they didn't know how to bring her back. So I
mhm.
guess they brought her back as a ghost first, and
I guess her being Amish, I know nothing about the story, so this is all, like, me just, like,
me, yeah,
speculating.
I know bits and pieces.
The only way I'm rationalizing this in my head is, like, astral bodies, like, she's on another
Astral
planet,
projection,
like,
yep.
astral projection or something, I don't know. And I don't even know, much about that, but that's I've seen
Yeah.
that be a reason in other shows, so I'm just like, "Sure, why not?"
Speaking
Uh,
of Reva, did you see the ads for Reva the Scarlet Years that were playing in the episode between the scenes?
I saw a promo that was, like, a combined Guiding Light as the World Turns promo, and it was, like, Lily not wanting to be or trying not to be with somebody.
Damien.
It
No,
wasn't
what's
Holden. I
Damien?
was like, "Is that Damien?"
I think that's
Who
Damien.
Oh my god, Damien, I love Damien. Like, it was
Damien. Ooh, Damien.
like, Lily, I get it, girl. I wouldn't know who to pick either, like
Yes, yes. I would pick Damien based on my 1987 88 knowledge
Oh, okay.
because
Yeah, you guys don't like
because
Holden so much.
Holden is too clingy to Lily. Like he's
Yeah,
very like obsessive.
I've been listening.
But
You guys aren't fans.
we're not fans, no. If you watch, you would be like, oh, wait a minute, Holden. He's even so obsessed with her when he's with Emily. Emily, who is a bombshell, like,
Really. But yeah, it was a combined promo, and then I guess it was Josh and Riva, but he was like, him not pushing the ghost off or whatever.
mhm.
So, but there was another promo?
Yeah, so it was like it would have been between like before. I don't know if they would. I don't know if some of the episodes have the. We will continue with this portion of Guiding Light in just a moment. It's
Yeah.
right before that, and it's like Reva, the Scarlet Years, and then I had Kim Zimmer talking, and then it was like order it now on VHS. And I'm like, what?
So
And
what do
even
they
the some advertisers was like, you must order this on VHS.
so what is considered the Scarlet Years? Like, the 80s?
I'm guessing it's like her when she came on till 90, so around 90, because of course you can't really say you can't really like do the VHS on stuff that's happening now. I mean, you probably
Right,
could, but it was
right.
probably from when she started in the early 80s till like 1990 when she left.
I'm sure the whole Fountains episode is in there or was
Oh
on.
yes, the Fountain episode. The Fountain. It was featured in there too. It's like her taking off her clothes.
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
Um,
we have to
that
see if it's on YouTube because that might be a watch we have to do.
oh, it is. I found it.
Oh, good, good,
I'm
good.
planning
And the
ahead.
Roger one too. And the Roger one too.
That I gotta find. I did find the episode of Nick finding out that, Alexandra not Nick, Lou Jack finding out that, Alexandra's his mother, so we have to watch that too.
Yeah, and there's another episode, but it's only a partial, and it's missing like a key scene. So I'm gonna keep looking, where Alexandra finds out that like that Nick was stolen from her as a child.
Okay,
It's January 6th, 1992. I want to say.
okay.
Um,
So that's Beverly McKinsey?
Everly McKenzie, yeah, and she
Okay.
does a phenomenal job. She should have won an Emmy for that performance. Like I watched it before. I'm guessing it was a part of one of those YouTube channels that got taken down with
Mm,
with all those soap opera clips. So
yeah. Um, Mindy was just kinda peppered in, she didn't really do anything.
I think this is it for her.
You think so?
I think
Uh,
so because she just leaves suddenly.
did they
Let me
even
look
say
into
she's
it. Keep
leaving, or
talking.
did she just stop
Yeah,
appearing?
they did. They said she went to Europe for a business trip.
Okay.
I think she's coming back. I think she's coming back, but like, but I think this is it
Um,
for her first run.
the coffee hadn't set in yet, so I was kind of like it's kinda patchy, the whole Brett, Alan, Lucy
Hmm.
storyline. What I know Alan is using Brett to get Alan Michael out. What is he having him do, or do we not know that yet?
Oh, that I'm not sure about either.
So maybe I didn't miss anything. But he knows Buzz is following him, and he's, like, super
Oh
paranoid.
yeah,
But, like, is Buzz just, like, standing, like, "I'm 2 feet behind you, like, I'm
he's
watching
like,
you."
I'm here, I'm here, I'm here.
Um, and he goes to Spalding, and Alan Michael tries to say that he's fired, but he shows up with his lawyer, and the lawyer's
Mm,
basically like, "You can't fire him just because you don't like him," pretty much.
yeah,
Um,
I guess
and
Illinois or wherever this is taking place at is not an at will state. So
and he keeps running to Alan Senior, and he's basically like, Stay away from me." He's like, "I don't want people to, like,
Mhm.
know that we're working together or whatever." Um, and then so this was weird because I feel like an episode ended with him complaining that Buzz was following him and he wanted Alan to give him protection. And then the next
Mhm.
episode opened with him having a gun to Buzz's head. Did I miss something?
Yeah, I think I missed something too.
Because I'm like, wait, why are we all of a sudden we're opening with that? I'm like, when did that happen?
Yeah,
Either something was missing from the episode that we watched, or they just did some shoddy editing, and that's how it started.
yeah.
Um, yeah, so and Buzz is pretty much just like, do it, pull the trigger, pull the trigger. I'm like, what if he
Pull the
actually
trigger,
does?
do it, do it.
I'm like, Buzz, what if he actually does?
And what if he does, Buzz? Come on.
And he doesn't. He says
Well,
that
it's just blank. It's blank.
it's blanks. Eleni and Frankie run outside. I just want to
Frankie.
call him Frankie. He says it's
Frankie.
empty. It is empty. It's this whole thing. I'm just like, "Ugh, die already. Just die."
I know, right? But he
Um,
doesn't. Not yet.
yeah, excuse me.
Yeah.
Um, I want this like craziness to start where he's in drag pretty much.
Yeah.
um, Probably soon, right? It has to be. We're at the end of
It
May
has to be
already.
soon. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, does
But
he?
he has to die first, I
I was
think.
gonna
I
say,
think
does he
he
fake his death?
dies.
That's how
I
he
think he
comes back.
figures that. Yeah, I think he dies first.
Um, so when he dies, is he trying to frame Buzz or Frank for his
I
death?
don't know. That I don't know. We'll have to see.
Okay. Who else? Oh, Roger.
Oh, yes. The two Rogers. The tale of two Rogers.
So Roger had been in a car accident the last time we watched, and at the end, well, they didn't know if he was dead or missing. And at the end, he showed up at Holly's place, or Blackie.
Holly's. Yeah.
So he shows up there. She comes to the door. He's not passed out, but he's, like, on the floor, bloody.
Mhm.
She puts him on her couch, and I'm thinking, "Ooh, girl, you're gonna get blood all over your couch." Like, 'cause
Yeah,
that's a
go
light couch,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
like, light and dry. I'm like,
you can't
"Ugh."
Febreze that out or anything like that.
She wants to call 911. Why didn't 911 come? What was happening? Was he, like,
Yeah, why
adamant that
didn't
they were like,
I guess I guess he didn't want to go to the hospital,
that seems
but
irresponsible.
very irresponsible.
So now he is acting like him and Holly are still together and that he wants to
Mhm.
propose to her, and, like, nothing
He's
that's
like,
happened
"Holly, Holly."
nothing in the last, like, 6 to 8 months has happened.
Yes.
Um, People start showing up, um, Fletcher,
Oh my
Ross,
god, Fletcher.
Chrissy Blake.
Chrissy Blake.
Um, and yeah, he, like, says to Chrissy Blake
Alexandra was there too, I think. Well, I think that was after.
he says to Chrissy Blake, "Go get the engagement ring." Like, he really thinks that that him and Holly are still together. Love that Fletcher basically was, like, calling him out on his shit, got in his face,
Calls
and
him
was like,
out on
"I
his
know you're faking
bullshit.
this." I
I
love
know
it.
you're faking this. This is what happened. This is exactly what happened, and this is how you're going to handle it. And then he turns to a different actor.
I loved it. It was so good.
I
Um,
love it. That was great.
and then who was the guy that showed up? Was he a lawyer or something? He was
Yeah,
working
I think
for Roger.
I feel like I've seen this character before on. I feel like we've seen this character before in our watches.
Yeah, I just don't know who he is.
He might be somebody who works for him or
Yeah,
works
definitely.
like a lawyer or something like that. But
But when nobody's around and it's just the two of them, Roger shows
mhm.
his true colors and he's faking this. So I called it
Yeah,
last
he's
week. I was like,
faking it.
I
He's
know he's gonna
faking
use
it.
this to his
Yes,
advantage.
yes.
But apparently, it's the way they were speaking, it sounded like they set this accident up. Because the
Yeah, they
guy's
set the
like
accent up.
the guy was like that, "It didn't go the way that you planned," or whatever, like, it was this was a dangerous
Yeah,
plan, like, he actually could have killed himself.
yeah. He could have killed himself.
So, what did Roger do? He just, like, literally drove his car off the road,
Just cross the road. Just fucking roll.
jumped out the door as the car, like, rolled away.
Oh God, this is worse than I thought this was going to
"I'm too
be.
old for this shit."
I'm too old for this shit.
So, yeah, um, that's pretty much all that's happening, right? We know that he's faking it.
Well, yeah,
Was it
he's faking it. And then the rest of this time on there, he's played by a whole other actor, which I'm still looking for the reason why. I'm guessing Zaslow was sick at the time,
I was gonna
or
say
something
sick day.
happened.
Yeah, sick day.
Yeah, probably was a sick day because somebody was trying to tell me that it was the ALS, but that's not until '97, and he was replaced by Michael Grand from One Life to Live. So,
Oh, okay.
yeah, so the ALS, I don't think that unless it was an early, I don't know.
Like an early flare-up.
Now an early flare up of that, but that I don't know. I feel like ALS comes pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it's a very quickly generated disorder.
Yeah.
So so I don't think it would have happened that early because he's back at a certain
Yeah.
point. He's
Well, we watched
let
the
me just
episodes,
hold
and
on.
he was in the first one and the third one, so
This is the first one. No, he was in the first one, and then he was in the second one, and then there was a different actor in the third one.
it was? I thought it was the same. Really?
You didn't hear the announcement? There was
No.
clearly an announcement. I have it on Twitter.
And it looked like him to me.
It did look a lot like him. It looked more like him than Michael. What's his name? Dennis Parlato, who played him in '97.
Wow, they really
The
fooled me.
actor's
I thought it was the same guy.
yeah, the actor's name is
I
hold
didn't even
on,
flinch. I thought it was him.
Joel. Let me see. Hold on.
Huh. They tricked me. Because it's not that hard.
Hold on. Sub Central. There we go. Because it has him on there.
Where were you talking to people about this, in the comments or on Twitter?
No, on Twitter. But so Joel Fabiani is who plays Roger. But they don't have him. They have him in they didn't credit it correct. I guess they did credit it correctly, but it's a temporary fill in for an ill Zaslow, so I'm sure he was taking a sick day.
Yeah.
He was in there in August '92, January to February '94, but they failed to put in that he was in at like May of '95. So he was like this. I guess he's a pinch hitter for Zaslow when that happens.
like a stand, like a
like a stand-in, yeah, like
an
a understudy.
understudy. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Understudy.
Yeah, yeah. So
Huh.
they didn't get his 95 stint in soap central, I guess, because it was sudden. I didn't see it coming.
I always wonder this. I think I've said this before to you. If there's like a temp agency for soap actors, because I feel like they get them like
Yeah,
that
that would
quick.
be great.
Like if you're a soap actor, you're just like home, and then
I feel like it's easier in, well, it will be easier on both coasts, but I feel like it's easier in like New York, where they're like, okay, somebody from Broadway, we need somebody for Guiding Light. Can you, Joel? Can
right.
you do this real
So
quick?
like, let's say it's like I guess the most recent one we could say is maybe Kelly Monaco and Lindsay Hartley on GH. Like, do they just
Hmm.
call like Kelly's like, oh, I can't come in tomorrow, I'm sick. Do they just like call Lindsay like, hey girl, you up? Like,
Hey,
you ready to like hear your lines and
Lindsay,
we'll
are you
email them.
there? Lindsay,
Like, are,
Lindsay.
is there a temp agency for soap actors?
Maybe they just, well, maybe they're all from like the Lifetime, because like I know Lindsay does a lot of Lifetime stuff.
Yeah.
I wonder, maybe they just gonna say, hey girl, how you doing? Hey, Kelly is out. Can you fill in for Sam real quick?
Or even like the Nicholas Cassadine recast. Because
He's also on Lifetime.
oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
he's also on Lifetime. I remember I watch a YouTube channel that like reviews Lifetime movies, and I
Right.
saw him in a few of them.
And then I wonder what happens if like the temps aren't available. Like, oh no, I can't come in tomorrow. Like, did they just go down a list until they find somebody?
Yeah, I gotta listen until they find it.
Yeah, I always wonder about that. And if anybody knows, comment.
Me too.
I'd love it if
Yeah,
there was like
comment
a soap
below.
opera temp agency.
That would be great. Like, should I replace Jordan on General Hospital for a day?
um,
Because that's the only person I can even remotely.
so Alan kissed Tangi, and
Yeah,
she didn't rebut him. And he literally said, "Huh, no
yeah.
slapping this time." So now I'm like, well, great. That's gonna make him obsessed with her
Hmm.
again. Not that he never really stopped being obsessed, but
Yeah.
so I'm like, are we trying this again? Really? When we first started watching this, wasn't she with Alan Michael?
Yes. And she was kissing Alan Michael on her first episode we saw.
Yeah, weird. Um,
She got the brother and the son.
um, that was pretty much it, right? Did I miss anything you wanted to mention?
Dinah.
Oh,
There's
so I
something
don't
briefly with
understand.
Dinah.
So I know Victor wants his money, but is he just like constantly following her? Like,
Yeah.
she thought she heard something outside. She looked. Matt came home, and then they went to go to the gathering for Eve. And then we see
Hmm.
Victor was there. He was hiding in the bushes, and I'm like, "But what are you
Hmm.
doing? Like, are you gonna shoot her? Like,
Hmm.
what is your goal? I know you want your money, but she doesn't have it. She flat out told him, I don't have it.
Hmm.
So, and now that
He might be
Roger,
going. He might be getting through. Going there through Peter, because an
oh,
episode literally ended with Peter just walking. Okay, so there's also Bridget. We have to talk about Bridget
mhm.
and the guy who just leaves town because Bridget has a son and she didn't tell him. Forgot his name.
Oh, Kurt, something like that.
Kurt. Yeah, Kurt. Yeah. So yeah, so they're kind of arguing, and she's like, "No, I'm not. No." She's like, "No, you're how does she put it? Like you're oh, how does she put it? Hold on, um, like you're just gonna leave me because I have a son." And then like the episode literally ends with like Peter walking out of the house.
And he heard that, right?
He's no. So they were at company, the
Oh,
other side. They were at
okay.
company, and then she leaves Peter alone at the boarding house.
Right.
Because remember, company is, or I think it is called company. Company is the is where it's like the restaurant, and then what's the other one? And then the boarding house is where they live.
Okay.
So she leaves Peter at the boarding house, and he just walks outside. So I'm thinking he's gonna get kidnapped,
Okay.
because I know he doesn't die. So they don't pull a Laura Cudahy on him, but
Yeah. Um, I don't understand how that would like affect Dinah though.
Dinah is Peter's older sister
Oh, right.
through Vanessa.
Right. I forgot about that.
And then Roger is his grandfather.
Oh, well, that I know because he always says that every time he's with
Every single time, yep.
them. You to see my grandchild.
Yeah. So they are connected Dinah and Roger are connected that way. So,
got it. I should have known. Everybody's very closely tied on the show.
yeah.
Um, yeah, I was thinking about it. I was like, at the gathering, I was looking at everybody in the cast, and I was like, I really like this cast for 1995. Like, I literally like
Yeah.
everybody on the cast. Like this
I like them
combination.
too.
So I'm very interested in the show. I like it. And then I also started
Yeah.
thinking, I was like, wow, Days was doing Devil Possession while this was going on. Like, I like to think what other
Yes.
shows were doing at the same time.
It probably was a little lower rated because of that, because Guiding Light is more grounded, I guess.
Yeah. Hold on,
And
there's a
then all
siren.
my children would be celebrating their 35th anniversary, I want to say.
Hold on, there's a siren going off. I'm gonna mute myself.
Okay.
Okay. I think it's done. It's only 9
Okay.
o'clock. It must be a real fire.
Oh man.
That's funny. I hope you're okay. I'm gonna cut this out anyway. Um, yeah. So anything else you wanted to mention before we go?
There was a Y&R minute with Drusilla and Malcolm. I think this was Lily's paternity, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah,
So
I need to clip that. And I'm watching it on YouTube. I'm not watching it on the other place.
I have the episodes.
Allegedly.
I have the episodes if you wanna. Well, I have when Lily finds out. I don't have the.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I
So
think was that the Veta Sherwood or is that Crystal Khalil? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Okay.
It was either 2006 or 7. I don't remember when Devetta was on.
I forgot too. I know.
I know it was
And then
March.
she was on for.
I want to say it was
And then she was
March
on
of
for a little bit.
2007.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Um, no, I think it was Crystal because I remember seeing scenes of her screaming at Drew after she found out.
Oh yes, yes.
But
That's
it was definitely
yes.
I've seen clips of that. I've never actually seen the story, but the story is didn't he wasn't she drunk or drugged when she slept with
So she had.
Malcolm?
It was the ridiculous. Um, she was high on cold medicine,
Oh,
and I guess Malcolm. I don't know why Malcolm would have thought that was an invitation for him to sleep with her. I don't know why. I just know that she was high on cold medicine. They slept together, and that's how Lily was as Hope said, created
okay.
on Days of Our Lives.
I'm gonna have to find the dates for that. Maybe I can find the episode.
Yeah.
I do have a few of the primetime specials that we could watch for Patreon. I'm definitely cutting all
Yeah.
this out because now we're just talking about Y&R. But there was something else I wanted to say about Y&R. I lost it.
Oh well.
But all right, well, if you don't have anything else to add about Guiding Light, thank you for joining us for another edition of Guiding Light, and we'll be back soon with more. And as always, you can find us on all the socials at Queers and Soaps. And until then, have a great day. Bye.
Bye.